Holy shit!
Okay, we're ready. So for today's presentations, it's going to be around 15-ish minutes long. It might be longer. It could be shorter. We have extra time.
I have a 40-minute video.
Okay. For that brings up something. I think for the presentations, it's also good to know that this is not a dialogue, so don't talk if they're not talking specifically for questions or asking for audience input. Just because we are playing on time and we have to leave at 7:30, that's including us doing cleanup. Another thing is me and Alex, we are gonna, if you guys want to have a timer, I can like put a timer up there or something just for you to know if you're going over or not. Or if you just want hand signals to be like 5 minutes left, 4 minutes, 3, 2, or 1. Well, just let me know and make sure when you present, we have a clicker with a laser. It's a red button for a laser, and then these two arrows, I don't know what they do yet, but one of them is forward, one of them is back. Cool? And then last thing is make sure to wait till I start recording and make sure you're mic'd up. Because I'm gonna upload these to just the Upgamer drive we have where we keep all of our things. All right, go. All right, start the presentation. What time is it right now? Does anyone have the time? Just specific. 2:38. Okay. So, hi, my name is Dylan. Welcome to my presentation about how to increase your luck. Hello. This is more so specifically talking about how to increase your luck in your favor. It is important for this presentation to know that when I'm talking about to increase your luck, remember it's in your favor. So however you want to think about it, it's like, you know, getting better luck or more luck, right? However you want to quantify it as. Now, some of you might think, oh, also important to know in this conversation is that I'm not here to hard set change your mind, but more so open up a new perspective on how you perceive and interact with luck. Now, going on with that, some of you might think that you can't change your luck. That's stupid. Well, let me tell you, this is what this presentation is about. And I think it's important to start off with what is luck, just because the definition of what is luck is changes depending on like your philosophy or cultural background, such as things like fate, karma, or divine intervention. Those things we all, not all of us believe in, but some do. And if you do, those are like stuff that luck is attributed as. With all this yapping, I still haven't gone over the definition of luck. So luck. Find the button. Do I have to be closer? Does your computer need on? Oh, it has to be on that slide. Okay, cool. Luck, what is it? Luck is often seen as this unforeseen force that brings upon outcomes of like or events, right? It's out of your control, the outcome. It's unpredictable. But it's out of control, it's unpredictable. And these unforeseen outcomes bring upon success, fortune, misfortune, without any clear expression of skill or intent. I think it's safe to say that most of us here believe that what luck is, but I say most of us because that's not me. I don't think this is entirely true. Merriam-Webster's definition of luck states A, a force that brings good fortune or adversity. B, the events or circumstances that operate for or against an individual. To me, this just sounds like chance, but with a bias. Bias being whether that outcome is either beneficial or a hindrance for you. So the important words for me to remember is bias, chance. Well, chance, what is that? Next definition. To not go over another definition, this all right here, what chance means is, to me, a possibility of something might happen, right? So it's a possibility of something good or bad might happen to you. To me, when we break it down like that, it doesn't seem like chance is this, or luck is this magical force, but something that we can control. Because we can always control like odds of something happening, right? Well, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. This quote is attributed to Roman philosopher Seneca. This quote is important to me because it talks about how we ourselves can make our own luck. When looking at this quote, we see that the two most important words I think are preparation and opportunity. two things I think we can easily influence. Preparation, we'll start off with that because that's, I think, what most people think of when seeing this quote. Preparation. Preparation should be seen when trying to increase your luck. For instance, you can prepare things for when bad events occur, such as playing around a critical hit in Pokemon or bringing an umbrella in your car. Just in case that misfortunate event occurred, you'd be ready for that to diminish the unluckiness you have. In one instance, your Pokemon faints. In the other instance, you're soaked in the rain. In those two examples I've mentioned, it's just talking about only being prepared when bad opportunities occur. But we all do that. We all make these accommodations anticipating bad events. What I want to say is I don't think not all of us try to anticipate good events just for random things when you get lucky. Because if you do, I think your chances of getting luckier is better. For instance, this could be seen as keeping a resume updated or even printed and kept in your car. Just for some whatever reason, your dream job is urgently hiring applications or applicants and you're somehow out there. So you can be the lucky person and be like, hey, look, I have this ready, turn it in. So this is talking about being prepared, how preparation of physical objects can increase your luck, right? This isn't talking about more so what I think not other people think they can prepare too, such as preparing your knowledge and skill set for the future. Next slide. Preparation part 2. I'm a great believer in luck, and I find that the harder I work, the more I have of it, by some guy named Thomas Jefferson. This quote resonates with me because it talks about how hardworking people tend to be luckier, which I see every single day when I meet a new person. For instance, my older sister, I talk about her a lot. When I do talk about her, she, I think, is very lucky. I always bring up how she's lucky to have a really good job. She works with this YouTube doctor where she gets paid a lot and meets all these celebrities. And to me, she's just lucky to have that. And her life would be nowhere where she is now without that job. Yes, she's lucky to have that job, but without that preparation of her knowledge and skill set, she wouldn't have the qualifications to actually, get that role. So that opportunity did come to her where she can get an interview and meet this person. But if she didn't prepare throughout her entire life those skills and knowledge, then she wouldn't be in that lucky situation today. A more concrete example about preparing knowledge is like when your tire pops, for instance, right? And the knowledge of knowing how to fix a tire or change a tire. Instead of an unlucky day of, oh, I'm stranded with my car, can't drive home when your tire pops, it can be a less misfortunate day if you prepared knowledge of changing a tire instead of you can be driving at home at least. And to me, this is lucky because when you learned how to change a tire, you never knew when you would need that knowledge or even if you were going to need that knowledge. So you're really preparing just for, in case unfortunate events occurs. And preparing skills, can be seen to me as in preparing yourself for just life in general, building up your skill set. For example, like social skills. If you build up your social skills and have it more prepared, you can easily meet more interesting people and develop a good relationship with them, whether it be romantically and or platonically. Now that I'm done with preparation, hope that makes sense. I do talk pretty fast, sorry about that. Preparation isn't luck, right? Well, I think that when I was writing this, doing this slide, I was thinking that some of you might still think this isn't luck, right? You're just trying to increase your odds. But to me, that's increasing your luck, your chances of something good happening to you. You don't know when things are gonna happen, but it's better for you. And here, easy math, if you have preparation and opportunity, that's considered lucky. So like all those examples I mentioned before, if you had something prepared, you got lucky. That situation that happened, that event, is a lucky happening. But if you have no preparation and that opportunity occur, miss opportunity. So like, for instance, my sister, if she never had that skills or whatever, but she met that person and asked for a job, she probably wouldn't have gotten hired. Got it? Cool. Now, when we're talking, that's what preparation is. I think most people, when they see the quote, preparation, luck is when preparation meets opportunity, they mostly think that they can influence preparation. But I'm here to say that you can also increase your opportunity. So in my previous slide, I mentioned how if you have no preparation but opportunity, it's a missed opportunity. But now I'm saying if you have only preparation and no opportunity, then nothing happens. It's not inherently bad, right? Just nothing happens. You're just waiting. But that's the problem, I think. I think it creates a bias towards action, as in you become complacent knowing you are prepared and ready and have these skills to do something, but you're just waiting for the right moment to strike. I think you should try to have more opportunities in life. You can influence it by these two things. One is being more open to new experiences because it creates uncertainties in life, and those uncertainties make you take chances, which we all know now that I think chances and luck kind of the same thing. Whether those chances are beneficial or not to you, we don't know, but the more times you are taking on new experiences, it will be easier to tell what opportunities you have will be beneficial to you. The second thing is taking action. This differs from being open to new experiences because being open is more of a passive thing. This is, if you know you can do something, just do it. Take on the opportunity, force and provoke that opportunity. This can be seen as all my friends here in this room today, or most of them, or even most of my life. I think I'm very lucky to have you guys as friends, but I think it's important to know that I feel most of the time, most of my friends are people I have interacted with first, whether that be initiating plans first or sparking conversation first, instead of just passively waiting to see if we'd ever be friends. You get it? I think that's me provoking the opportunity of us being friends. Like, I want you to see if we're friends now. And so all this kind of correlates to knowing how to create opportunities, increase the number of times you get lucky, just so you can get more chances, right? If you fail the first time, do it again, get more chances to be lucky. I think this kind of is hard to visualize. So my favorite way of visualizing opportunity and getting more opportunities is through video games. A lot of like luck scenarios happen, such as in one of my favorite games so far is Smash Brothers. The recent installment is Ultimate, and I play Princess Peach. In the game, she can pluck a turnip off the ground and throw it at her opponent to deal some damage and some knockback. Two things that are important to note for this is that one is if I'm trying to pull a turnip on the ground and I get hit by an enemy, then I take damage and I don't get that turnip. It's just wasted, right? I get punished for it. The second thing is they have this quirky thing where sometimes when you pull a turnip on the ground, they can get a super pull, such as a Stitch Face, which does considerably more damage than a normal pull. Or even if you're really lucky, you get a bomb, which is just a fucking bomb. With these two, if you happen to pull these, you have a significantly higher chance of winning. So to balance this, the developers made it seem really small chance of plucking these special pulls. And I like playing this character because I think I'm a lucky person, but more so because I think I know how to make myself more lucky. For instance, from the slides, we know that we can't increase the chance of each individual pull of being a special one, but we can increase the amount of times it can keep pulling, right? So, and my game plan now is to hit the enemy. Instead of chasing them to continue my combo, I just pluck a turnip so they have to run at me and hit me, right? So I'm plucking more, hoping to get a bomb or a Stitch Face to secure me the game. And the way I see that is, more chances to pluck a turnip, more chances to win. Fun fact, if you play the lottery n times, the chances of you winning is n times more likely than if you only played once. That's my mindset when coming to turnip game. And that should be almost done with my presentation. In summary, be prepared for good things to happen, be prepared for bad things to happen. If nothing is happening, allow them to happen or make them happen. So if you can increase your surface chance of luck, your surface area of luck, why wouldn't you? And thank you for coming to my presentation about luck. Can I get a time check? I think I went under. Okay. Cool. Who's next? What are the turnips? I just lucky. Hey, because I'm lucky. I've been pulling. Oh yeah. Does anyone have any questions? What's your question, Alex?
You said a quote about Thomas Jefferson and hard workers.
Yeah.
Didn't he own slaves?
Hey. Okay. Look. I think the important part. I think the important part to know is that we aren't shit without luck, right? So even before he was birthed, when he was birthed, he was giving that position. He was some things that luck just goes that way, right? It's not always guaranteed. Like we would not be here with if we wouldn't have all of our what's the word? This thing that Shane has a lot, and Houdini. Huh? Fucking privilege. Privilege. So we wouldn't be here if we didn't have all the privilege we have, even though some people have more. It's like the rabbit versus turtle race, right? The rabbit is only winning not because he trained more, but because he got lucky and got birthed out. But we can do our chances to we have some control in how lucky we are. So that's what I'm trying to say, to focus on what you have control of. You get it? Cool. Any other questions? Perfect. And we'll switch over to the next presentation. Who is it? John. Gamble. You win the next one.
When I saw the quote, you're like, fun fact. If you go N
times, the chance of you winning is N more times.
I was like, this is gambling.
That's true. If you go to take the lottery once, it's which? No, it is. It's 2.12%. Oh, I don't know. I messed up the math.
Oh shit.
No, right? I messed up the math. Messed up the math. Laser, and I think the down one is next, right, Alex? I think down one is next. This is laser.
Is it up going back then?
Yes. Can I clip this on you, or do you want to clip it on yourself? Let me put it here. That should be good. Let me restart the recording. So.
I'll make this quick.